First thing I'd like to say is thank you for viewing this video. And if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe. I'm pretty sure that I have more things that you'll be interested in, and it doesn't hurt to like the video, and it does help the channel out. It helps us grow. Now let's move on to our scheduled program. So Treach asked WACK for a fade. Then he went to go see him. What's up, everybody? I'm Jack Frost, and this is the BBN, Bronx Broadcasting Network. Okay, check this out. So, Treach, I'm from the 90s, so you know about Treach. You feel me? So, Treach goes over to Cali, Los Angeles, and to go see WACK 100, and so, he want to give him his fade. You feel me? So, they go over there to do whatever it is that they supposed to be doing, and WACK is all over the talking about where you at, Treach. Just taunting. You know how it is. So coincidentally, quite a few people have tried to give WACK fades in the past, and every time they get to town, he's supposedly out of town, and he just seems to, miraculously reappear after they've left town. So the story I'm getting from, I'm just all over social media. So the story I'm getting is, so WACK, so Treach came to town and whatever. He was calling out WACK. WACK was silent. Then all of a sudden, after Treach stopped calling him out, WACK started, saying, yo, where you at? This and this and that. Hit Donut up. That's, another, one of the homeboys from out there, one of the Treach homeboys from out there that, obviously got clout. He's like, yo, hit him up. Let him know where you at. I come see you. You understand? So, first I was hearing that Treach had already left when WACK put all of this up. Because Treach was there for like a couple of days prior. So what I was getting was Treach had already left. Now, what if Treach is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand, like, niggas ain't stupid. So could it have been a situation where Treach was feigning like he left town, or making it look like he left town, and that made WACK come up out of his hole? I'm not saying he was in a hole. I don't know this brother. I'm not trying to say that he ain't about his business. I'm just saying, if he was supposedly in a hole, is that something that probably made him come up out his hole, start talking, and then now all of a sudden now you got to back up that talk because now we know you in town. Treach still in town. He ain't catch that plane. Where you at? So anyway, the Booyah tribe and Treach went over there to go meet WACK, and from what I hear, they stepped out. It was a 1, 2, 3 thing, bang, bang, bang. It was over. So WACK, who's been on social media the last couple of days, on IG the last couple of days, doing his talking about this, talking about that, talking about whatever, after the situation transpired, allegedly, where he at. If he hasn't come out and said that this didn't happen. So I'm not trying to say that he's gonna come out and try to say it didn't happen if it did, but I'm saying, like, where he at? Why he nowhere to be found? And this is another thing that goes to show you, you know what I'm saying? Like, these young boys, this is what they need to start learning. Like, you don't gotta always bust them guns. You understand what I'm saying? Like, seriously, every single time something happened where you got a beef with another dude, and especially since it's just basically a beef over, dude was disrespecting. He called Tupac moms. First of all, Pac and his mom's Afina, they both passed away, and he busy talking, about Tupac, saying Tupac wasn't this, Tupac wasn't that. All right, it's cool. You voice your opinion, and then after he voiced his opinion, he felt like he had to go harder. And after he went harder, he felt like he had to go harder, and then harder, then harder. So that's gonna make people feel away, especially people that disagree with your position. And then he went so hard as to then start talking bad about bad about Tupac moms. So come on now, it's bad enough that you're talking about the man that passed away. He can't defend himself, but now you're talking bad about him, and you're talking bad about the man moms, and the moms passed away and she can't defend herself, and he can't defend her because he, come on. So WACK went way too far. People said what they had to say. People was ready to come see him, and obviously Treach was. And For anybody that anybody really want to know what Treach was about, look a couple of them old videos, all right? And I'm not just talking about the OPV video that everybody know about. Look at some of his old videos. Like Treach has always been jacked. He never been the type of dude that you look at and it's like, I want beef with that guy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you don't see Treach in the club and say, you know what? I think that dude is a chump. I'm gonna try him. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you didn't do that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Treach is a Jersey dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, like a Jersey dude. I'm not saying some dude from Jersey. You understand what I'm saying? There's a difference. Anyway, that's all I got on this. We waiting to see what's up with WACK. I mean, if he disappeared for 3-4 days, maybe he waiting for that face to clear up. You understand? I don't know. You don't know. I mean, some of y'all probably know, but I don't know. All right. So I'm gonna holler at you later. That's all I got right now. And so the other day, Treach and WACK 100 was supposed to have gotten into it, and they said it was a situation that I heard two different stories. One story I heard is that Treach gave him those hands and knocked him out. Then another story I heard is that one of the Booyah tribe members, somebody part of the Booyah tribe had, squared up with him instead. I got a couple different opinions on that. But anyway, so they said somebody with the Booyah tribe squared up with him instead and knocked him out. And then, his peoples let him get... Now, first of all, his peoples ain't let him... He was there to fight. So, saying his peoples let him get knocked out because they didn't like the way that he was talking about Pop and Pop moms, which they shouldn't. His own people should have shut him down a long time ago. Like, no, not only is that Tupac, let's keep it a buck. Tupac was trying to hold the whole West down by himself as far as hip hop goes. I'm not one of those people that prescribe to the thoughts that Tupac was the biggest gangster, but he was a revolutionary. That's the type of dude he was, and he was holding the West down. That's just facts as far as hip hop goes. He was holding the West down, and he was going at everybody's neck over here on the East Coast. All right, and I just got a certain respect for that. You know what I'm saying? Whether I was on his side of the rap beef or not, which I wasn't. I'm riding with the East Coast, but I had respect for that. You understand what I'm saying? So his WACK 100 people was supposed to step in and be like, yo, look, homie, like what's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Like, is everything good at home? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are the questions you ask a brother when he just goes so far left. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's something else going on. Like, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so getting back to the fight. So suppose this alleged fight. So supposedly WACK 100 got knocked out and his peoples helped him back up, put him in the whip, drove him off. Okay. Now, I'm real quick about when people talk about people picking like that's just too far. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if they would have said the dude got lumped up, he lost the fight, all right. But when you talk about somebody had to get picked up and captured, let me tell you a real quick story. So I was messing with this broad back when I was a little bit younger, and I it was me. I used to live with. I had a roommate at the time. I could tell you like a time. I should do a story time of some of the stuff that I had went through. So anyway, so broad come over to the crib, and so I smash. It is what it is. So after I smash, me and her had like words, whatever, and I thought we was going our opposite direction. And we didn't have words that day. We had words another day. She tried to come over another time, and I guess she was trying to like move in with the kid. And like we only been dealing with each other for like 2-3 days. Like, how you trying to move in with me? Like, you serious? And on top of that, the first time I was supposed to hook up with her, she blew me off. So it's like, nah, you understand what I'm saying? Come to find out, she running off and she's telling all type of crazy stories to all the other females that we know inside of our little circle. She telling them she came to my crib. I picked her up at the front door, carried her to the bath, put her in the bath that I had waiting for, washed her off, dried her off, then carried her to the bed, made love to her all night. Well, I was, all night, but that's not the point. You understand what I'm saying? Then when I woke up the next day, I had to leave in the morning, so I left some money on the dresser for her and bounced out my crib. Now, first of all, I'm not leaving no broad in my crib that I only been messing with for 3 days. That's a fact. I don't care if I'm going to the front. I don't care if I'm going to if I'm going to the corner. I only knew I've only been dealing with you for 3 days. And like, unless I done knew you for like months and months and months, and I know, nah, it's not. Anyway, the point being is, whenever somebody tells a story and it goes all the way to like real high exaggerations, I need proof. Now, if they would have said that these dudes just, you know what I'm saying, got it in, you know what I'm saying, it was a pretty close fight. You know what I'm saying? That's more believable to me than, oh, yo, this nigga got knocked out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you just told me that they was like they was fighting and this happened and that happened, and then, you know, this guy got a couple of shots in, that guy got, now that's more believable. I need some kind of proof. I made a video the other day, and like I said, I put allegedly, because unless I see some kind of video evidence, unless I see either one of the people that was involved in it come out and say something, unless I see some kind of something, you understand what I'm saying? Like, put it right here. Right here, Treach says, any of my followers banging with each other, unfollow me. And for your information, I'm in LA. And for your information, I'm in LA. Now, meeting with original generals to get a truce on this WACK 100 dispute. So all my warriors and wolves fall back. We're here for a peaceful resolution, not recklessness. Sit down. I keep y'all informed. What I'm feeling is that Treach was just straight up told, it's two things. Either Treach really, really don't want the fade, and he was just talking to be talking. Let me scroll down some so y'all can see some of the comments. Either Treach didn't really want the fade, and he was just talking to be talking, or he went out there and found out, yo, look, it ain't gonna go down like that. Because even though, this nigga WACK is way out of line with all this crap that he been talking, all this craziness he been talking, like, we still, we still gang out here. You understand what I'm saying? And it can't go down like that. We can't let some dude that ain't even part of our little set in here come out here and just fade one of our niggas and knock the shit out of, like, that's not gonna happen. That's a possibility that happened. You understand what I'm saying? So now Treach understand that it can't go down the way that he was planning for it to go down. Or even maybe they trying to get Mayweather in them to look at them. Like, you don't never know. Remember the other jump off? Remember the other jump off with Chris Brown and what that skinny Soldier Boy dude? Like, you don't never know nowadays. Maybe they trying to get some money out of this. You understand what I'm saying? Remember, WACK was the reason why the shit couldn't pop off in the first place, because he's busy trying to take money out of other people's pockets that he don't got nothing to do with. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, that's where I'm at with this. Treach shouldn't got, like, I'm not even gonna say Treach shouldn't have got involved. First of all, the people out there in the West Coast, once WACK start talking crazy about Tupac, don't anybody talk crazy about Big? When you hear people talk crazy about Big? Nobody don't talk crazy about Big. Nobody ain't disrespecting Big's moms. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm 100% sure. I know quite a few dudes that's from out there. You know what I'm saying? Not from out there banging, but I'm just saying from out there just in general. You understand what I'm saying? And I can't understand how, like, that's just some crap shit. Like, a dude passed away. Like, I can understand his initial argument is that Pac ain't no gangster. He's a revolutionary. I'm on board with that. Everything he said after that, you talking too much. Everything he said after that, you talking too much. What he said initially, I'm on board with that. I believe Pac wasn't really a gangster. He was a revolutionary. It is what it is. It's just that at that point in time, the music that was hitting was gangster rap. I'm 100% positive that if Pac came out in the 1980s rather than the early 1990s, mid 1990s, he came out in the 1980s, his music would have been just as magnetic. It would have been just as good, but it would have been different. It would have mirrored the music of that era, and he would have been one of the top artists of that era, period. Any era that he comes out, he's going to be one of the top, and he's going to mirror it. He didn't like take Biggie. Biggie navigated an entirely different route that didn't exist before Biggie came along, basically. You understand? Pac took what was already out there and decided he was going to do it better than anybody else. So for the type of music that Pac made, he was the best at it. That's not even a question. But Biggie navigated a new route that wasn't there before him.
The closest thing that you could say is he took a little bit from here, he took a little bit from there, he took a little bit from there, and he made something entirely new and navigated a new route. Now, which rapper was actually a better rapper? I'm a big Pac fan. I'm a big fan. I might be a bigger Pac fan than I am a big fan, but I'm also from the East Coast, so I'm riding with Big. Anyway, that's all we got for you today. And yo, how is dude talking about dead people, like people that passed away? How he talking about pop moms and both of them done passed away and his own people ain't checking him? I don't get that.
So is Treach really backing down, or does he know about some long range missiles that might be sent WACK 100's way? What's up, everybody? This is the BBN, Jack Frost speaking. And so we have Treach, right? Who, okay, as the story goes, he supposedly went out there and met up with WACK 100 and WACK 100 people, and then some kind of fight ensued. And WACK 100 was supposedly, allegedly, let me use the word allegedly, he was allegedly knocked out or whatever the case is. Some people seen WACK put up some live footage of his face talking, and they said it looked like his left eye was kind of, jacked up. It looked like, I heard one person say it looks like he had makeup on, or it was covered up with makeup. But okay, forget about that. That's not really the pertinent part of what's actually going on. What's going on is Treach has, for whatever the reason, had backed down or backed up or took a step back from some of his previous comments, and now he wants to have peace. Now, I've seen a couple of people in comments on some of the some YouTube videos, and they're saying Treach is bitching up, this and this and that. But I'm looking at it a little bit differently. I'm saying, let's say, you know, people. Let's okay. First of all, we know that WACK 100 pissed a lot of people off with his comments about Tupac. Period. He's trying to minimize the things that this man did, like when he said that he shot two undercover cops, but he didn't know that two plainclothes cops, but he didn't know that they were plainclothes cops. So it don't really count because he just shot two dudes. Okay, first of all, the situation was Tupac was, I believe, driving past, saw one black guy getting jumped by two white guys, jumped out of his whip, and went over there and handled his business. All right, that's one. He didn't know the black guy. So, right there, just off the script, I don't care who those two white guys are. I don't care if those two white guys are just niggas from the neighborhood. I don't care if those two white guys are just some whoever's. You understand what I'm saying? He saw a black guy getting jumped by two white guys, hopped out his whip, brought the hammer with him, and did what he did. You understand what I'm saying? So even if those weren't police officers, you got to give him props off of that. How many people are gonna come and put their life on the line and put their freedom on the line for an absolute total stranger that they've never met a day in their life? How many people gonna do that? You understand what I'm saying? Like, so that by itself, it needs to, that by itself is a big deal. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what Pop did. You understand what I'm saying? So by him saying, oh, he didn't know that they were police officers, that's not really, it don't matter that he didn't know that they were police officers. You understand what I'm saying? This man jumped out his whip to go help defend, or in his mind possibly save some black guy's life that was getting jumped by two white dudes, because that's what he saw. So WACK 100 trying to minimize that, tried to make that seem like that wasn't a big deal. But I don't think WACK 100 jumping out of no freaking car to go try to save some dude that he see getting jumped. He might take some photos of it and put it online. I mean, I don't know. It seems like he stays online, but I'm not here to bash dude. I don't really know dude. I don't know no circles he run with. I don't know nobody that know him. As far as I know, everything he's saying is on the up and up. I don't know the dude. I'm just here to report on it. So, no, not for nothing, but that was some real warrior shit that Tupac did, and this man can't recognize that. So you have to take into consideration what kind of character he has. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what kind of man can't see another man getting involved in a situation that has absolutely nothing to do with him, putting his life on the line, putting his freedom on the line, and he's gonna make it sound like that wasn't a big deal. You understand what I'm saying? Like, all right. Anyway, but the point in which I'm trying to make is WACK 100 said a lot of things that pissed a lot of people off. And up until Treach, see, this is how it goes. You know, sometimes it's percolating, it's bubbling. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, the fuse is already there. You understand what I'm saying? And there's sparks all around the fuse. You understand what I'm saying? But it takes that one spark to hit the fuse that causes for the freaking chain of events to happen that dynamite is gonna explode. You understand what I'm saying? Right now, Treach could have been that spark that end up hitting that fuse that causes for the chain of events to happen, for that dynamite to explode. So now that he backing up off of these comments, I for one believe, you know, he's probably not privy to some information that, you know, WACK 100's put himself in a situation where, you know, even his people, you know, from what I hear, and as far as I know, you know, I don't want to call out their gang or nothing, but as far as I hear and from what I know, you know, they don't, as WACK 100 put it, rat pack on each other. So you understand what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that his own gang is gonna come after him, but what I'm saying is sometimes people turn their head. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you rub so many people the wrong way that people just turn their head on you. You understand what I'm saying? And maybe that's the situation that's transpiring right now. So Treach is trying to back up off of his words some. So when whatever happened, he got a nice alibi. He's not put into the middle of everything. You understand what I'm saying? Because as far as I know, ain't shit pussy about Treach. Treach is ain't nothing. And then and even more importantly, the way Treach came out, even in the tweet, in the Instagram, in the comments that he was putting out when he put out the right around the time that he put out his Instagram comments about how he wanted to, you know, make peace. He also was saying that, you know, his other naughty by nature band members, they don't get down like him, like, you know, immediately trying to separate himself from them. Like he already know that something crazy is about to transpire, something's about to go down, and you know it's all on me. So even if y'all do start looking in this direction over here, don't look at them because they don't got nothing to do with this. Whatever's happening, if I do get caught up in it, it's on me. It's not on them. So a lot of people might be taking it as, you know, he don't mess with them like that, but I'm taking it as he's trying to insulate them. And then by saying that he want peace, he's also trying to give himself some insulation also. So, you know, maybe WACK should, you know, maybe WACK should consider not being so, you know, stuck on what he's stuck on, but maybe he already know what's going on, and you know, maybe he don't believe it, but maybe he already know what's kind of, he probably heard a little words here and a little bit words there, so he feel like he can't back up. First thing I'd like to say is thank you for viewing this video. And if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe. I'm pretty sure that I have more things that you'll be interested in. And it doesn't hurt to like the video, and it does help the channel out. Helps us grow. Now let's move on to our scheduled program.
Still not sure if WACK got knocked out or not, but the beef is over. What's up? How's everybody doing? This is the BBN, Jack Frost speaking. And so back to stuff going on with WACK 10 and Treach. So the beef has been squashed. So WACK had this up on his Instagram a little bit earlier today. Defense comes in many forms, and when triggered by emotion, limits can be exceeded. In defense of Treach, he reacted from the heart with a mind to go the distance. Politics make the world turn, and human error gives us reason to look into ourselves for correction. The facts of this: I respect the man for standing up to it, and he respects me for showing up for it. But we're not a part of a circus, and all clown acts has been suspended. Move on, there's nothing to see. All right, so this is a good look. Um, Obviously, cooler heads have prevailed, and they have decided to, because I could have really seen this going a lot further than that. Like they people was coming out saying that Wack had got knocked out or something like that, and being reporters, we got to report on what the people were saying. But like I said, allegedly, because unless I see some kind of evidence or some kind of proof or one of the two parties involved coming out and having something to say that sounds legitimate, I can't just go and say that that is exactly what happened. I was alerted by this Instagram post by another YouTuber, Ticket TV, and 78 Sports. Those are great channels, and so this is what's going on now. Now they like the beef is squashed. So this is a good look. Hopefully they can both move on from here. Nobody got hurt. Nobody's in jail. Everybody alive and breathing. So this is a good look. Anyway, I'm out. So here's the 411 on the TKO. It happened.
Hey, while you're here, hit that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell because that'll give you notifications every single time a new video drops. And also, it helps to keep this channel alive and growing. Thank you in advance. Now let's get back to the program.
What's up? This is the BBN, Jack Frost speaking. And so earlier I had actually earlier today, it was last night and earlier this morning, two people had confirmed to me that a member from the Booyah tribe actually did knock WACK 10 out. Like that's something that happened. But I didn't really report on it too heavily because I didn't really have any that like that's all they were saying. It wasn't giving me any, well, this happened and that happened and then this happened and that happened. So anybody could say anything. So just recently, just not even an hour ago, I was contacted by somebody that let me know exactly what happened. In from the verbiage and the way they's explaining it, it doesn't just seem like it seemed like even if they weren't there, they heard it from somebody who was there or heard it from somebody who heard it from somebody that was there. They're not too far removed from the individual that actually seen what happened. So basically they're saying that Treach was ready to go. They pulled up to the spot where whatever was gonna happen at. Treach was ready to go, but WACK jumped out and he started getting into it with one of the Booyah Tribe OGs, and dude was feeling disrespected because of the way that WACK was coming at him. You know what I'm saying? Like he was too amped up. You know what I'm saying? So dude was feeling kind of disrespected. The Booyah Tribe OG. So WACK caught an L real quick. So Treach didn't get an opportunity to get it in with him, but Treach was ready to go. You understand? Like Treach was ready to go. Like this is not a situation like Treach wasn't ready to go. Treach was ready to go. So everybody out there that keep talking about Treach was calling for peace and all of this and that, and he was like he just wanted to be over. That's because after WACK caught that L, then now how is Treach gonna go at him? Because how you gonna fight the dude that just got knocked out? You understand what I'm saying? Or you fight the dude that after somebody else saw for him up. Like that's not no real G shit. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why Treach backed up off of what I'm saying, his position, and he just you know what I'm saying, because he, from what the individual was saying, Treach didn't want to go back to New Jersey and they have people out there, still clapping at niggas due to the situation that he brought about. You understand what I'm saying? So Treach allowed for WACK 10. Treach allowed for WACK 100 to save face. You understand what I'm saying? So, because WACK, y'all can say whatever y'all want about WACK 100. He got dudes that they ready to bring that heat. They ready to. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you just because some people don't like him, it doesn't mean that everybody don't like him. Just because you not riding with him, it doesn't mean that he don't got gunners riding with him. You understand what I'm saying? He got shooters, just like Treach got shooters. You understand what I'm saying? So they squashed the situation because it just got too much bigger. You understand? Like If it could have stayed at just WACK 100 and Treach shooting the fair one, then it would have just probably have been a different situation. Other than now, WACK jumped out the whip. He got into the argument with the Booyah Tribe OG. He was feeling disrespected. WACK was probably already hyped up, and you know how it is when you got the dude that he ready to fight, or he want to make it look like he ready to fight. He's being out there being tough, and he accidentally get into words with another individual, then they start getting into it. Like that's basically what it sounds like what happened. And that sounds like some plausible shit. That sounds like something that happens. So that's the only reason why I made this particular video instead of making a video earlier in the day when I had the other two individuals tell me something that wasn't this, but it was, basically this, but it wasn't as detailed as this individual was giving it to me. But all right, that's what it is. From what I hear, WACK really got knocked out. Treach didn't back up off of anything. He was ready to go. So everybody out there trying to talk shit about Treach, he was ready to go. All right. The reason why him and WACK didn't get into it had nothing to do with Treach. Nothing. All right. So all right, that's all I got for you right now. Yeah, so I already posted a video explaining about everything that actually happened involving when Treach met up with WACK 100. I understand a lot of I'm new on YouTube, so not a lot of people know to subscribe and hit that notification button. But basically, Treach met up with WACK. It's not like he ain't back down. All of that you hear when WACK 100 come and he talking about where Treach at, where Treach at. And he talking about he driving around for him at night. Especially the parts where he talking about Treach is calling around trying to squash the beef. That's after they met up. That's after WACK already got into the altercation with the Booyah Tribe, with the Booyah Tribe individual. All of that is after. You understand? So all of y'all that think that Treach just, was beefing one day and then just said, you know what? I think this beef should end. And so I'm going to call up or try to contact WACK 100 and get myself off the hook. That's not what happened. That's the furthest thing from what actually happened. They met up. WACK got a big mouth. He talk a lot. Like, I don't know the gentleman personally, so let me not say that. But I'm going to say the individuals, I got three sources, three separate sources. And all three sources say the same thing. All three sources agree that WACK was talking crazy to an OG Booyah Tribe member, and that started something else, and that's when he got laid out. Now, a couple of them go into greater detail, but basically, Treach was there. Treach is ready to go. Y'all got Treach fucked up. All right? This is not a situation where Treach was trying to run from anything. Basically, after all of that happened, it was to the point where now Treach really can't fight dude. Because how you gonna fight somebody that somebody else already put hands on? Like, real men don't do that. I know a lot of y'all young guys out here, a lot of y'all old dudes that don't know how to fight out here, y'all all about that jumping people game. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, let's jump them. I understand that. People who can't fight, that's the first thing they think. You know what I'm saying? Well, the first thing they think is trying to get a pistol. They can't get a pistol, they can't get a weapon of some kind, and yeah, they want to have their homies with them there so they could jump somebody. You understand what I'm saying? But real dudes, they not trying to do that. We gonna shoot this. We gonna shoot this fair one, and then it is what it is. So that's where Treach was with it. He ain't had an opportunity to. You understand? So, in order for WACK 100 to save face in order. They was trying to keep it. They was trying to keep it on the. There's video footage, y'all. Just give it a minute. From what I heard, there should be video footage. Just give it a minute. It's gonna leak. Y'all, everybody out here talking crazy about Treach, you're gonna be eating your words. That's all I got. I'm out. I keep hearing about how my video's wrong about what was going on with this situation. Seems like Treach saying right. Now you find a whack person to say that I'm wrong. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the BBN Jack Cross speaking. All right, so personally, I was gonna leave this whole topic alone because I think we got a lot of tough guys out there that all they think about is for every little injustice or for every little issue they come across, the first thing that they saying is that they popping a gun. Half of them ain't, more than half of them ain't. You understand what I'm saying? Like, just because you a tough guy on that one block you live on, that don't make you a tough guy everywhere. You understand? So I made a video basically saying that there was a situation that had arisen where when Treach and WACK met up. Um, this is like 2 or 3 videos ago about this particular situation where it was proposed to that the beef or whatever the situation was, now they had to put it to an end. It just can't keep going the way it was. But also, I personally believe, due to information that I received from other parties, that this was definitely after they initial meetup. Like when they decided that, you know what I'm saying, yo, this gotta get put to an end. It's done with to where it gotta go. That's because some other random shit happened that like threw a monkey wrench in the plans of Treach shooting the fair one with WACK. So right here, Treach basically confirmed everything I was saying. I'm even gonna let the other comments come up just so y'all can understand just the mentality of dudes nowadays. So Treach says, laughing my ass off. I gave time for y'all bitch ass studio gangsters, time to voice your opinion. Now you're gonna get the heat. Real gangsters ready for war. Also, when a round table of real originals call you for a meeting to prevent the war, you get there. No cheerleaders invited. Laugh out loud. Translations, you phony social media mobsters know there is a commission of real shot callers you bow down to. We have order over disorder. Check. I'm doing my job. I don't come to your job and kick the dick out of your ass. Stay in your lane or get ran off the road. Roadkill alert. Which one of y'all roll with Pac ever? Bam. Alright, so before I even get to the whatever BS the dude under him is talking about, he's just confirmed. Alright? Just so some of y'all read, but y'all have very, the comprehension skills isn't there. He says, look, before he said anything, he wasn't gonna say anything. He just want everybody to talk. I gave time for studio gangsters. I gave y'all bitch studio gangsters time to voice your opinion. Alright? Just gonna let y'all talk. Alright, now you're gonna get the heat. Now I'm gonna tell you what it is. Alright, I'm ready for war. Real gangsters ready for war. WACK ready for war. You understand what I'm saying? Real gangsters ready for war. Also, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like but or and although, we ready for war, when real originals, call for a meeting to prevent the war, you get there. So I know everybody think that they their own man and you could do whatever you want when you want to do it because you're an adult, but that's not the way the world works. There was other people that there's ramifications to this stuff here. So basically, Treach is saying, look, me and WACK ready for war. It was gonna be what it was, but another party intervened, and the party that intervened is the type of party you listen to. or a party that when they try to intervene, you come there real. You don't come there with no fake bravado. You come there ready to talk. They hashed it out. You understand? Now I done said this in my videos, and I got a lot of individuals coming in there telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. But basically, right here, Treach is telling me I know what I'm talking about. You know, I was already given this information by you know, other people. You know what I'm saying? I was contacted and given basically this information, and this is what I have been reporting on. So there you go, right there. Treach basically saying the same thing that I said. The only thing he left out is the part that has to be left out because that was part of the deal. You know, we don't talk about what happened. You understand what I'm saying? Because it ain't about that. Whatever happened, happened. That was just some left field shit. We're gonna talk about the real right here. And then you still got some marijuana smoker 303 come on here talking about you still a bitch, nigga. You should have just kept your mouth shut. You're gonna bow down. He ain't bow down. Like you can always tell, like, I'm not even trying to really shoot down a marijuana smoker. I don't know. Maybe he's a kid. Maybe he's just like an old dude that, you know, did a lot of time. I don't know. I don't know who do this. You understand what I'm saying? But then you got a Tiffany Woods should have never said nothing, period. I mean, I'm not trying to throw shade at nobody, but you do know what it is. You know, she's a female. Like, I'm not trying to knock women, but how often do you hear women talking crazy and then the guy's the one that go to prison or the guy's the one that get killed? I'm saying that's what happened. Now, I'm sorry, but you came off as a tough guy. M. Hisson Jean, I don't know what that's supposed to say. Miss Jean, I guess. Like a snake. I don't know. Guess it's witty. You came off as a tough guy, and WACK responded like you thought you would have made your heart skip some beats and made your lips start turning white from anxiety. And now you down with OPP offering Pyru's peace treaties. Like I said, this individual thinks that they're witty. You know, like this is what's going on. You understand? This is what's going on. This is where these individuals is at with it. This is where these individuals is at with it. You know? So once again, anybody that want to come on my thread and talk like I don't know what I'm talking about, he basically just validated about 80% of the stuff that I was saying. 80% of my content on this topic has just been validated. Okay? One of the parties has just came out and validated 80% of the stuff that I was saying. So, unless WACK get on here and check him for what he just said, like what he just said isn't correct, we got to take it like it like that right there is the gospel as far as this is concerned. And for all these other individuals on here trying to throw shots at Treach, which one of y'all ever roll with Pop? If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.